Hey, what's up, dudes? How you doing? Where have you been? What's up? I've been on a little while. It's been a while, like at least 2 weeks. So my apologies for that, but you know, it's getting busy and I really want to quiet down for the end of the year. So get stuff out of the way now. I don't have to deal with it later. So that's definitely been a little bit of busy, a little busier than usual. So here's what I did. I took this guitar, which you've seen before with the blackouts in them, and this is the regular blackout, the 1N, and then this is the 2. I don't even think they call it the 2B because they don't make a 2N. They might call it the 2B, but they don't make a 2N. They don't make a neck one in this, the 2. I think they call it Blackout Metal or Blackout 4 Metal. I've seen both. I think it's Blackout Metal or Metal Blackout. Blackout Metal. And this has a boost on the bottom. I think I've talked about it. It's like a jumper. It's like a hard drive jumper, right? A little flat plastic piece on 2 pins. So if you've changed the hard drive jumper or a motherboard BIOS jumper, you've seen this technology before. It's pretty simple. So when it's jumped, it's in a boost mode. It's like maximum output, and then when it's off, it's in its regular mode, which is still really hot. This is I've unboosted it, and really what it did is it finally brought it down to a level where I could get it clean in, some of these clean patches. Still a tiny bit of breakup, but not anything like it was with the boost on. So there's both. That's a lot more treble and bass. And there it's all treble and bass. It's like an acoustic, like it's scooped. So what's nice is that with this set, if you have it on the bridge, you get all mids. In the middle, on the neck, you get anything but mids. And then when you have both on, it's pretty balanced. What is that? That's a black face with like nothing. Little head in a cab and a room reverb. This is the tweed. do that. Gonna hit it kind of light, or you will break it up. There, it's a little less likely, and here it's really take an attack. All right, and I mean, they're blackouts, so I'm probably not going to be doing a ton of clean with it anyway. Here it is with the Plexi, and I've got the Plexi just dimed, just like everything on 11, and it really shows the super strong mids. So I really like this patch. Again, I'm in TH2. And what is this? This is, I think, Crunchy Crunch, which is a stock patch. And that last one was called, the last one was just one I had made up. That's just 3 items. A black-faced head in the Lynch, the black-faced model in the Lynch head, and a single 12-inch TH2 speaker and a room reverb, like the simplest setup. This is a Plexi with, I think, the Randall 212 Randall cab. But that's nice, you know? It really gives a nice really like mid-tone. It's almost like a wah, like a halfway open. It's got that what I would call like a vocal sound, right? So now that the boost is off, I think the pickups are more evenly matched in terms of output. With the boost on, it sort of crushes it. And how I test that is by using the the input on my mixer. I can very easily just set the gain on the input and see where it maxes out. Now, with the boost on, I had to turn this way down, and if I had it on the front pickup, I could actually boost that up quite a bit before I would start to red light it to show that it was being overdriven in a bad way, not good overdrive, bad overdrive. So unwanted distortion. And so, like, using that, you can very quickly figure out sort of like what the difference is between the two pickups, because you can see where each one is going to redline. And this was a good, I don't know, I think if it's like 0 through 10, it was off by like 4. You know, it's like a 7 versus a 3. It's like some ridiculous change in the turn in the knob. And now it's almost the same. So much better output. I think the best use of that overdrive would be to put a switch on it. Put a switch on it, and, you know, through an amp rig that has, you know, a tube stack at the front that's really going to react to it in a good way, not a bad way like my sort of digital rig would, but in a good way. That boost would really, I think, go a long way to bringing solos out a little bit higher, you know, and you just need that little bit more. What am I doing here, man? I just restrung this. So let's try out this last patch here. This is much heavier. It's a Randall T2 head. And I know I've played it a bunch of times. This is the one that's called Drive Your Cat Crazy. And the patch is stock. The only thing I did was I just changed it a little bit to add momentary effects. So I didn't change the amps, and I didn't change the distortion and the cabs or the reverb or anything like that. That was already, in fact, it even already had a parametric EQ. But I added a digital delay, if in case I wanted to, you know, play with that instead of the reverb, or with the reverb. So here's the reverb off. That's awful. Well, you can turn like the delay on and a little bit more ambience. Or you can just use the reverb, which is what I've been... That's a stock patch. There's both. And I think I have a phaser. Shit. So I like it. I think it's definitely strong enough. I don't feel the need to have the boost engaged. You know, it definitely has enough sustain. And that it sounds, you know, pretty awesome. I give it an awesome. See, all the harmonics are still coming No, so for the low stuff, Jesus. I mean, for the pinch harmonic, the thing is just, you know, these pickups can't be beat. All right, you're still here. Oh, yeah. Okay. Anyway. Yeah. Oh, boy, it's late. I can't wait for this to settle down a little bit. Settle down. And then I'll be good to go. But anyway, Blackouts with no boost, I think still sounds pretty awesome and really heavy, as I think I just showed you. I think that, you know, you don't need the boost in there. I think with it in, it is just a touch hotter, if that's possible. It is possible, and it is hotter. But, you know, without it, I think it's, I think it's a more versatile pickup without it, because I really did have trouble getting it clean with that boost on. So, you know, I could try it through a few different amps, and see if it would clean up a little bit better. But through my rig, you know, it was just forever distorted and pretty heavy too. So it was just too much. So anyway, I like it. I'll probably get a little switch or maybe a push-pull. Figure out, you know, probably just a switch, because it would be so simple, just off-on. It's either the connection is bridged or it's not. And That's probably the simplest rig to solder in there. All right, guys. As always, rock on. Oi. Blackouts. Looking pretty good.